I had just finished packing my essentials when I heard the front door swing open. Oh, who is it? Ems? Maya? Looks like the girls are home. Oh, both of them! I'm sorry, the transition. So, wait, they both? I'm. I'm sorry. This hits a little too close for me. But, they both must work in a restaurant and or cafe because one looks like a chef and the other is a waiter. Anyways, I zipped up the bag on my bed and took it downstairs. Ems was staring intently at the bags assembled in the hallway. Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't tell them about the moving in with the husband plan temporarily. Hey, girls. Emsy, what's with the bags? Well, long story short, I'm gonna be living with my husband for a while. You're moving in with Mr. Caverly? Why is that more shocking than me marrying him? You don't usually go back with when your friends know you all too well. I'm not. It's a marriage of convenience. What is this? The Middle Ages? It's not the Middle Ages. It's the modern future. That or the Victorian era. What happened to wanting a divorce? Well, that's still up in, still up in the air. It's just, a slight setback. I'll get my divorce eventually. I pictured you kicking up more of a fuss over being tied down. I shrugged. There's no point, really. We've already discussed it, and this is for the best. I can handle a few months of this. Can you in story me? In story reality me? It's kind of weird seeing you being all mature. Don't get used to it. Once my divorce comes through, I'll be back to my old ways. I have no trouble believing that. Something about her tone of voice had me looking at her sharply. Ems, what's wrong? It's nothing. It was obviously not nothing. It was obviously something. Ems? Maya looks between us before quietly excusing herself. It's just... you're leaving. Okay, I figured out who is Ems and who is Maya. I thought the brunette was Ems. But no, it's the brunette is Maya. That's good to know. Oh, Ems. Look, it's not going to be forever, and even if it was, I'd never let anything come between us. You're my best friend. But what if... No buts. I defied my parents to stick with you. There's no way I'd let us drift apart just because of some guy. Cliche line, and then probably at the end of the story we're gonna, end up together. Em started to look a little happier. I mean, does she, though? Besides, you've got to get used to not living with me eventually. You'll probably be walking down the aisle soon yourself. Oh, wait, is M seeing someone? Hey, we're not that far along in our relationship. Who are you dating? Who's the beau? Further along than me and my hubby. True, but I'm not interested in a marriage of convenience. Marriage of love! Well, we can't all fall in love with some rich and famous hottie. Some of us has to make do with enjoying the pleasures of young... What? Vir... Viri... Viri is short for something? MZ? She gave me a playful shove. Alright, I'll save your virginity. Uh-huh. We both stood there for a moment, not sure what to say or do. I let out a sigh and pulled her into my arms. Come here. I wrapped my arms around her. Your chest is suffocating me. I held her tightly, aware that her comment was more to get a rise than out of any real protest. We're still going to see each other all the time. I guess. And you know I can't cook, so we're still going out for food together. You did nearly burn down the house the last time you tried, so that's probably a good idea. Wait, what? When did I set fire to something? Hey, that fireman said it wasn't so bad. He was trying to get into your... Not gonna finish that sentence. So... She let out a laugh, and I felt some of my own anxiety disappear. Just don't be a stranger, okay? Never. I squeezed her tighter before finally letting her go. Despite my reassurances, I couldn't help but feel a little downhearted. I'm really going to miss her. I glanced around before finally lifting my hand to knock on the door. That's a nice looking neighborhood. Coming! He opened the door with a smile and invited me in. Nice place. Thanks. Can I take your bag? No, it's fine. It's just my overnight one. I hope you don't mind, but I think I'll bring the rest of the stuff tomorrow or the day after. That's fine. Well, this is the lounge, and the kitchen is right through there. Let's skip that. Trust me, you do not... Oh, you don't want me in your kitchen. Oh yeah, because we told of the story when she almost set her other house on fire. Alright, the bathroom is that way, and my bedroom is through there. I'm pretty sure we already know the bedroom part already. You know, after the whole bound chicken wow wow woohoo sesh. Okay, noted. And yours is here. Oh, we're okay. Of course. It's like a semi-arranged marriage contract deal situation. So we're gonna sleep in different beds. All right, I'm not gonna complain about that. But what about in story me? He opened the door to reveal a neat room. Oh my goodness, it is so cute! I walked in to look around and Kiron followed. I almost said Kiron. I'm probably going to be jumping a lot between Kiron and Kiron because I just cannot find the right enunciation or pronunciation to a word. Is it okay? I mean, I wasn't sure what you'd be comfortable with. I couldn't help but want to dispel his anxiousness. It's great. It's got a bed and cupboard space. He shot me a relieved smile. Is there anything else you need? More pillows, an extra blanket? It's fine, really. Are you sure? Yep. Kiron looked around for a moment, obviously uncomfortable. So, where's your lawyer friend? I phoned him after you left, but... Yeah, I said that too. But, like, what's the catch? What's the but? He said he's got something more important to do and that he'll see us tomorrow. Well, it was short notice. Yeah, but considering he waited until I told him everything was sorted, I'm pretty sure he's just doing it just to get back at me. For not letting him draw up the prenup and telling him that he wasn't allowed to join us at the club. Boy! Why didn't you want him at the club? Is he a drinker? Because I'm not comfortable trusting my financial security to a drinker. What? No, he's underage. I'm sorry, how underage? I narrowed my eyes at that. Underage? How underage? He's 17. Oh, okay, so like what, 10, 11 years younger than you? 17? You wanted me to trust the wet behind the ears teenager to draw up our postnup? He may be young, but he's the best. The guy's a genius. Even Zane acknowledges that. Who's Zane? I don't know. At least meet him before passing judgment. Please. Fine. Darn those pleading eyes of his. I really need to find a defense against those. So, are you hungry or did you already eat? I'm fine. Really, today's been a bit of a roller coaster, and right now, I just want to get some sleep, okay? He hesitated for a moment before nodding. All right, I'll let you get your rest. He was halfway out the door before he turned around and walked back up to me. I almost forgot. This is your spare key. He held out a key for me to take. Thanks. I flashed him a smile as I took it. I usually leave for work pretty early, so I may not be around when you wake up. Feel free to make yourself at home. I will. I let out an indulgent sigh as he hesitated again. Kiron? Yeah? You're hovering. Oh, sorry, I'll just get out of your hair. Have a good night. Same to you. With that, he left me alone in my new room. I shoved my overnight bag into the closet before crawling straight into bed. Oh, I just realized the picture, it's like separate. What was that? I just got distracted by the image of how there were like two separate beds and then it like transitioned to some sort of day and time? Wait, what day is it now? My brain just poofed. But anyways, my first instinct when I woke up was to gather my things and head home. It took a moment to remember that for now this is home. I'm not sure I'll ever get used to calling this place home. Good thing it's temporary. A quick glance at my phone had me groaning. Oh, a phone message, someone tried to call me. Darn it, I missed breakfast. Ems is probably already at work. Same with Kiron. Spend the entire day in an empty house or go check in on the boutique? No contests. Boutique it is. Yeah, I want to see our boutique. Wow. I glanced around the boutique fondly before walking up to the counter to speak to Eileen? I think that's how it's pronounced. The best boutique manager a girl could wish for. Oh, so I'm like the owner. I'm the boss. Nice. How are things going? Business is pretty much normal. I like how Eileen is not much of a main character. Like, we don't see the doodle avatar. And how's our new recruit adjusting? Is she what you were looking for? Who's the new recruit? She's actually been really great to have around. She picks up things fast and looks like she enjoys working here. Who knows? Maybe I'll let her take care of the store herself sometime. I let out a snort of laughter. You won't even let me take care of the store myself, and I own it. Well, if you showed half as much promise managing the storefront as Maddie does, maybe I'd consider it. Oh, so Maddie's the new recruit. Maddie, huh? You're on nickname basis already? Are you sure Maddie's just not like her act? No, maybe Maddie could be Madison. She is a very friendly girl. Catching Eileen off guard was such a rare occurrence that I couldn't help but tease. So, what does she call you? Eileen or manager? So, how are things with you? I saw that attempt to change the topic for what it was, but went along with it because I really did want to talk about recent events to someone that wasn't there. Well, I got married. No way. Seriously, it was very spur of the moment. That I can believe. What's the lucky guy's like? Hot, sweet, kind. He's a teacher. Sounds like a catch. So, when do I meet him? I don't know. I mean, things are really new right now. That's just a one way to put it lightly. Really new. And I wasn't invited to the wedding? Was it shotgun? You're not pregnant, are you? Oh, yeah, because, like, oh no, I'm pregnant. What am I going to do? Well, I'll marry you for responsibility for the child. No, don't even joke about that. Hey, you gotta admit I have a point. With the way you've been avoiding serious relationships, something big had to have happened. A girl can't fall in love at first sight? Eileen shot me a skeptical look at that. Did you? I considered lying, but thought better of it. Can you keep a secret? You know I can. A quick glance confirmed that there were no customers within earshot. We got really drunk and the rest is... No. We got really buzzed and the rest is, as they say, history? Is that even legal? I shrugged. Right, so you're just gonna carry on with the marriage? For a while. Okay, I can deal with that. Does Jeff... Who is Jeff? No, and it's really none of his business. Will this Jeff guy play like a big role later in the story? I agree, but the guy is a jerk. I wouldn't put it past him to do something stupid out of spite. Oh, like an ex? I can handle myself. It's not you I'm worried about. You may want to give your husband the heads up just in case your dear Jeff shows up to do some home wrecking. He's not my dear anything. My response was automatic. Still, I couldn't help but frown at Eileen's words. Kiron doesn't need malicious rumors floating about. Any sort of recent link to me and Jeff could be damaging to our wedded bliss. But Jeff isn't even in the country. By the time he gets back, I'll probably already be divorced and everything will have gone back to normal. He's a non-issue. Oh, we're just hoping? MZ. Eileen let out a sigh when I didn't respond. So, you wanna assist today? Please, I need the distraction. Right, well, you know what to do. I spent most of the day submerging myself in the calming aura of fashion. Stress increased by what? What? That was... but... Sorry, stress increased by 3. How is that gonna play out to the story? Oh, pretty sunset. Anyways, by the time I got home, Kiron was already there cooking something that smelled divine. He must have heard the door open because he was calling out the moment I stepped inside. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes. I hope you like roast chicken and veggies. And he cooks. If you gotta spend the next few months living with a guy, I certainly could have gotten worse. That sounds great. I went to my room to freshen up, and when I came back out, Kiron was sitting on the couch and eating some of that delicious smelling food. Help yourself. I don't actually have a kitchen table or dining room, so I usually just eat here in the lounge. I hope you don't mind. I shrugged. Hey, it's your house, and it's probably more comfortable in front of the TV anyway. Yeah, I do that too. Like with my dinner. I quickly headed into the kitchen to serve myself some food before returning to the lounge and taking a seat beside him. I didn't know what you like, so I went with something that seemed like a safe choice. If you have preferences or things you don't eat, just tell me. Living with someone like Ems, you really can't even read properly. You learn to try a little bit of everything. There isn't anything I really dislike, though, that could just be because she's a great cook. I took a tentative bite of the food. It tastes as good as it smells. Thanks, I'm glad you like it. This guy is the perfect family husband. I know, and it's gonna be so sad, like, when this is all over and we go our separate ways. But he's got good qualities for the next future partner. He's nice, good looking, has a stable job, and he can cook. I glanced around his spotless home and I was willing to put my money down on cleaner as well. Yeah, he. I bet this is what we all want in a future partner. If we weren't married already, I'd propose to you right now. Oh, we know how to sweet talk it, man. Thanks. The food isn't that good. Oh, come on, don't sell yourself short. I rolled my eyes playfully at him. It's not just the food. You're practically the whole package. All you need is a bit more confidence, and women will be throwing themselves at you. I'm not sure I want women throwing themselves at me. No, just one particular one, right? He was saved from having to answer by a knock on the door. That must be Rainer. He's early. Rainer? Is this the guy, the 17-year-old that with the post-nup, prenup thing? He set his plate down and went to answer the door. I bit into my chicken as I waited for him to return. I wonder what this genius lawyer kid looks like. Probably some geeky kid with thick glasses. It was at that moment that I saw Kiron return with a young man. He's got purple hair! He does? I mean, we weren't kidding about the geeky glasses. I was right about the glasses, but those look more like fashion glasses than anything. Oh, they're fashion glasses. Whoopsie. Too bad he's not older. Looks like he'd be a lady eliminator. I mean, like, watch out, ladies. MZ, this is Rainer. Rainer? MZ. We were in the middle of dinner, so if you want to join us... I'll pass. Please, continue though. Your wife looks like she's thinking of devouring me. Kyron nearly choked at that. Oh, he's angry! I can see he's angry. He's getting wet. I'm not interested in little boys. I'm just surprised your glasses aren't thicker. You almost fit the image of the geeky genius I imagined. So perhaps that's a little off, but it's not like they'll know the truth. So the lady has claws. Very nice. Hey, that's my wife you're talking to. Raina rolled his eyes. All right then, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business to defeat sorry. So, post-nuptials, Kyron, I'm not sure what you know about your wife, but... I hastily cut him off before he could say more than I was comfortable with. We will go out with what we initially started with. Kyron looked almost relieved at that. What do you mean almost? I agree. That's the fairest way to handle this, and she's doing me this favor, so I owe her. Alright, if you're both in agreement, we can move on. Just remember that both of you are required to fully disclose your assets. Understood. This kid seems quite informed. I wonder how much he really knows about me. I narrowed my eyes at him speculatively. He noticed my stare and sent back a sly grin. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't check up on my clients' backgrounds? I felt a shiver run down my spine at his smile. I mean, he is a bit intimidating. Poop. Kiron shot us a confused look. I hastily cleared my throat. Right, so can we continue? Of course. What about gifts given during the course of the marriage? Well, a gift is a gift. It should stay with the person it was given to. I agree. All right, what about alimony or spousal maintenance or whatever you want to call it? All things considered, it'd be better if there wasn't any. Sure. Okay, that should be enough for me to draw something up unless there's something either of you wants to add. Nothing from my side. Nothing from mine either. All right, I'll have it drawn up and sent to your lawyer to look over. MZ. The two of you just need to disclose your assets and we can have this wrapped up by the end of the week. Kiron, I think I still have a comprehensive list of yours. Is it still up to date? Should be. Okay then, that just leaves you, MZ. I can send someone over to help you with it if you like. That'd be fine. Then my business here is done. He shook Kiron's hand and then mine. He used the opportunity to whisper something to me without Kiron overhearing. Consider yourself lucky to have married someone as nice as Kiron. The unspoken anyone else and the split would not have been nearly as amicable hung in the air between us. Raina knew exactly what I stood to lose. I couldn't help but feel relieved when he left. I don't know how you can be comfortable around that kid. Don't mind him, he's mostly harmless. You've never been on his bad side, have you? Well, no, but... He frowned. His nose crinkled up slightly, making him look rather endearing. Okay, I see your point. What the heck is... How do you say this? Dire? Or dare? I'm just gonna say dare. Like it's just easier to say. Dare used to always complain about Rainer back in uni. Well, more like he silently spewed out eliminating intent, but somehow they ended up being friends. He tilted his head to the side, making him look even cuter. Zane wasn't too happy in the first few months of getting to know Raina either. I wonder why. I shook my head at Kiron's cluelessness. The kid, it was evil. I silently watched as Kiron continued to ponder about his friends. If a guy as sadistic as that won't even bring himself to pick a fight with someone like Kiron, then I've got no hope against him either. Darn those puppy dog eyes! Oh, we're moving to the 17th now, so this is like... But we're still in February, so this is like... Wait, Hold on, we got married on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's cute, even if it was a mistake. I was idly flipping through the apps on my phone in bed when I noticed a new one. That's right, I thought this looked cute and downloaded it, but with everything that happened, I hadn't gotten around to using it. Using what exactly? It was a simple week planner app that let you assign icons to activities. Seeing it again made me want to try it out. Well, no time like the present. I marked Monday and Tuesday as completed before assigning icons to the activities that I might spend my days doing. Now all that's left is to figure out how to spend my time. Whoa, okay, this is so cool. Oh, week planner. Trust, social, design management, stress. Okay, this is my new avatar, so cute. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? So I'm very high on stress, very high on management, an equal level of design, social, and trust. What am I supposed to do? What does this mean? Like, I'm so confused. I think this is probably the bar. Maybe visit the girls. Maybe this is boutique and this could be home. How about Wednesday we do this, work at the boutique, spend time with friends Thursday. Maybe Saturday we'll do have a drink at the bar. And then Sunday design at home. Ooh. All right, let's work at the boutique again. Sure, why not? Now, how do I continue? Oh, the arrow? I walked into the boutique surprised to see only a young brunette woman manning the till. Is it Maddie? Madison, hi! Are you alone today? Hi, Miss Spiritbrook. Actually, the manager is in the back, and please call me Maddie. Everyone else does. If I'm going to call you Maddie, then you can call me MZ. I'm not sure that's appropriate. I rolled my eyes at how unnecessarily polite she was trying to be. Not that being polite was a bad thing. Well, you can't really keep calling me Miss Spiritbrook now that I'm married. Wait, you got married? Eileen said you had news, but that is huge. Congrats! Thanks. So, who's the lucky guy? Hiring Caverly. He's a teacher and a sweetheart. The kind of wholesome guy you'd want to take home to meet the parents. Sounds nice. I myself am more partial to bad boys. I mean, who isn't? They certainly do have an appeal of their own. Maddie let out a little sigh. Yeah, they do. The door to the back opened and Eileen stepped out. MZ, when did you get here? Not too long ago. I was giving Maddie the news. Eileen frowned. Don't tell me you came all the way here for that. Well, no. I actually came to see if you could use some help today. But I see the two of you have everything in hand. If you want to help, we can always use an extra pair of hands, organizing the stock in the back. Yeah, there's a lot back there. Or you could man the till while I help the manager. I gave them a grateful smile. I knew Eileen didn't really need any help with organizing the stock. In fact, Eileen had once kicked me out because I didn't know the system being used to organize the stock. They were trying to help me feel useful. I'd make good choices with my boutique staff. Management by 5 and stress by 3, okay. The moment I heard the door open, I put down my sketch pad with a sigh of relief. A distraction is exactly what I need. Making my husband squirm would be the perfect thing to get my mind off the lack of progress I've been making lately. What do you mean, make your hubby squirm? Squirm? Like, what do you mean? Welcome home, darling. I sprang out of my seat to greet him, only to stop short when I noticed how drained he looked. Oh, and he's like not close up. He's like backed further away. Like like I can actually see more of his body, not just his upper torso and everything. Oh, hey, MZ. I'm gonna go get started on dinner. His tired smile only made me worry more. You look like heck or bad day. Actually, no, bad day? Yeah, my year 10s were... Never mind. Let's just say it was really long and leave it at that. I frowned at his answer, but decided not to push. Everyone has their bad days at work, and if he doesn't want to talk about it, that's his right. Still, I couldn't help but wonder if he was just bottling his stress up. That's not healthy. Before I could think too much on it, though, his stomach let out a growl. Well, that's nostalgic. I wonder what Ems is doing. Probably cooking food as well. You don't have to cook, you know. I can always head over to Joseph's and get takeout. No, it's fine. You don't need to trouble yourself. I can last long enough to make something. Are you sure? You look flat out on your feet. Seriously, thanks, but I'm sure. I was still doubtful, but I didn't want to start a fight with him in this state. It was with that in mind that I reluctantly agreed. Okay. Now where he's closer up now. I watched as he put the finishing touches on the meal he had prepared for the both of us. Despite how tired and hungry he seemed, he still took the time to prepare a proper meal instead of just heating some instant food. Did he feel like he needed to do this because I was a guest? I picked up my spoon with a hand weighed down by the guilt of a freeloader who was imposing too much on their hosts. He must have noticed something because he shot me a concerned look. Is everything okay? I know it's nothing fancy, but... It's perfect. Just a little hard to swallow around the guilt. I flashed him my brightest smile to convince him that nothing was wrong. He works a full day, makes delicious food, cleans, and still worries more about me than himself. This is why I don't spend time with nice, polite people. Too much guilt. Darn it, there has to be a way to clear my conscience. I can't handle months of this. I spent the rest of the night agonizing over different scenarios to lessen my guilt. And we're moving on to the next day. What the... Okay, we're having a quick transition now, so at least I don't have to do the whole. Oh, okay. Sorry. I think I need a moment just to for what like that whole montage.